Excuse me for rushing. They are playing the Indian national anthem. This is a huge moment for us. Welcome to a super special episode at PowerDrift, ladies and gentlemen. We've said this before, we're gonna say it again. We love racing, but racing isn't just about going fast. To us at PowerDrift, racing is the ideal representation of man's desire to be better than he ever was. A lot of innovations that were made on the track has now worked its way onto regular consumer vehicles. We're talking about safety systems, we're talking about use of new materials. And today we're here in Berlin, courtesy Mahindra Racing, to check out the future of what Formula Racing is going to look like. And by the looks of it, it's going to be fast, really fast. Formula E fast. The venue for the race is the Flughafen Tempelhof. Basically, it's an airport in an area called Tempelhof in Berlin.
The unique thing about Tempelhof is it's a World War II airfield. It's a historic monument here in Berlin, so we're not allowed to modify the surface.
And there's not much runoff area, so it's very challenging for race drivers.
Alright, but before we jump into the races, here are the basics of Formula E. So the first thing is the difference between kilowatts and kilowatt hour. Now, kilowatts is the amount of power a car can produce, and kilowatt hour is equivalent to how much gas there is in a tank. Currently, cars can produce up to a maximum of 200 kilowatts, and they have a 28 kilowatt hour battery.
In Formula E, you actually have to also make sure you don't run out of energy. Now, in a normal race, you just top up the tank, you put in as much fuel as you need. In Formula E, we have a finite amount and we can't go any more.
You do a shorter stint, you can go quicker per lap because you're using less energy over the whole stint with that particular car. And then you get a new car and then you have to adapt to the remaining laps that you can do with the energy you have.
The next thing is tires. Now, Michelin are the tire supplier for the Formula E races. They produce a special tire called Michelin Pilot Cup EV.
Here in Berlin we would have some tire degradation as well that will play a part into the whole calculation of the strategies.
So we've got a surface of very high grips designed to stop aeroplanes, obviously when we're on the runway surfaces. Tyres will have a hard time in some of the higher speed corners, but in some of the slower speed corners we'll have great traction, and that's probably going to be better than we would expect in normal circuit.
Teams only get one set of tires per car over a race weekend, so drivers have to manage the tires through free practice to qualifying to Super Pole and the final race itself. Now, there are 20 drivers on the grid. They're divided into 4 groups of 5 drivers each through a lottery system. The drivers go out, they set up their fastest laps, and the top 5 drivers qualify for something called Super Pole. The idea behind this is they get one last shot to put in their fastest possible lap, and the winner of the Super Pole gets a valuable 3 championship points that counts towards his championship ambitions.
I joined the team in the second season, and our team boss Dilbag told me about his plan for the future, and so far everything worked out exactly as he and as I wanted.
I think we have a very strong team. You look at some other teams, maybe they have a higher budget than we do, but I think what we really have is a good team spirit. We have a very tight group.
Nick has got a lot of F1 experience. He's been racing for many years. Felix is near the beginning of his career, and is much more of a simulator generation type of driver. But bringing them together, they do play off each other very well. I think they've brought the best out of each other and raised their game together.
Hi guys, so this is race 1 and the crowds are absolutely packed. This is just one of many tribunes, and here the cars come. It looks like the Mahindras are in P2 and P3 respectively, chasing down the Audi. Felix Rosenqvist did a brilliant overtake into C1, and he's currently in first position. He's been doing a phenomenal job of holding off Lucas Di Grassi like a champ. Rosenqvist is in the lead. He's made a bold move, and he's been driving like a future champion. Here he comes again. It looks like you have about 3 more laps to go, and he looks comfortable in first place. Nick Heidfeld in third. So far it looks like a Mahindra 1 and 3. The crowd giving him an ovation that he deserves. Rosenqvist has won first race of the weekend, doubleheader. What a champ, ladies and gentlemen, what a champ.
And das Team Mahindra Racing,
First Formula E race that we have ever attended in our lives, and it's great to see that Mahindra, our very own home-based constructor, has taken home the gold. Alright, we're back here at day 2 at the Flughagen Tempelhof to repeat everything that we experienced yesterday again. Alright, it looks like Rosenqvist has made pole position in the second race of the day as well. That's Mr. Dilbag there, super ecstatic with Rosenqvist's performance. Nick Heidfeld wasn't so lucky, he had a little bit of a technical issue with his throttle sensor, but we wish him all the best for the race itself. I'm going to get out of everyone's way. So this race is going to be pretty exciting, guys. Mahindra had their first win yesterday. We played witness to that win. Truly a historic moment for Indian motorsport. Hopefully, we'll have another one as well today. What a brilliant start to race number 2 from the Berlin ePrix. Felix Rosenqvist has been leading the race in a very commanding way, has absolute control over the race. Nick Heidfeld started from the back, but he's made up 5 positions in up the grid. Rosenqvist has gotten into the pit, has done his swap. Where is he going to come out? Where is Rosenqvist going to come out? Let's find out. Less than a second between the two. Oh! Oh no, oh no. It looked like there was a little bit of a moment there. I'll have to confirm with the team, but it looked like Heidfeld also came in at that moment, and there was a little bit of a jam there. But I think the team held it together, and Rosenqvist has come out on top, and that is what is important right now. It looks like Mahindra has incurred a 10-second penalty because the incident that happened at the pit lane, it appears that the officials think at this moment that Felix blocked Nick Heidfeld, and as a result has incurred a 10-second penalty. This is what has happened. Because of the penalty, Felix finished in second.
To win a race and then to come second after that. But the good thing is, I'm an optimist, and I feel that had the gap with Degrassi not been this big, we could have been third, we could have been 4. 10-second penalty is massive, so I think it's a bit harsh.
I was instructed to go out, and I went out, and then Nick came in. I think by our calculation would have worked out perfect if it was a car that was actually passing the pit lane, but he was coming into the box, so he went obviously slower than by the calculation, so it created a bit of a situation that we blocked each other. But anyways, I think it's more of a protocol error rather than a human error, so I think everyone did their job today, including engineers, drivers, mechanics, so we can be proud of ourselves.
And with that, ladies and gentlemen, 2 exciting days of motor racing has come to an end. Above all, it just gives me a great sense of pride knowing that our Indian tricolors are right up there.
I think all of us can start by being actively involved in fan boost. So fan boost is the connection between the fan and the drivers, because this is the only sport in the entire motor racing calendar that has an actual connection between the fans and the drivers, where the fans can actually influence the outcome of the race.
So the next time you're thinking about tweeting about Narendra Modi or Donald Trump or Vladimir Putin, think about it for one moment and drop us a little fan boost.
Yes, because that fan boost can go a long way in ensuring that a team and the driver wins.
Yeah.
Again.
All right, so the car's right behind us. What do you say? I don't think Dilbag's looking. Do you think we should take it for a spin?
I think we should get into it and fly.
She's got the license for it as well.
I've got the license too.
All right, great.
I have a suit as well.
She has a suit as well. All right.
Okay.
All right.
I think we have to go.
That is our sign to go.
That's our sign to go.
So thank you so much for watching this video, ladies and gentlemen, and a huge thank you to you, the PD Army, who subscribe and comment and support us, because it's because of you that we got an opportunity like this, courtesy Mahindra Racing. Now, as a small token of our appreciation and a thank you, we have secured 3 pieces of merchandise signed by Felix Rosenquist, and we want to give it back to you. And all you have to do is simply subscribe to our channel, drop us a comment, and 3 of you guys can win some great merchandise from Felix Rosenquist. It's been such a great experience. We hope to see you again soon at another race. Until then, take care and bye-bye. So Gula is here with another interesting project she's working on, and tell us about it.
So I'm doing a behind-the-scenes documentary in partnership with Array. It will be out soon. We're already we have updates and vlogs up every day. Check them out and follow me on Array Outdoors.